Good morning, Titan Nation. I'm Arletis, and today it's Thursday, March 6th, 2014.
And I'm Alandria. Titans, please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated.
Attention, all students. If you have not yet turned in your course selection sheets, please turn them in right away in guidance.
Teachers, do not forget to send down students with their passes.
Seniors, if you are going to FGCU next year, plan to live on campus, have a 3.0 GPA, 110 volunteer hours, and strong test scores, please see your counselor right away for a great scholarship opportunity.
The Lorenzo Walker Education Scholarship is due Friday. Students should submit applications that are available on the district scholarship site to guidance office by Friday at 2 o'clock.
And now, over to a FAFSA video.
And I've learned through experience that there's tons of money out there to help you follow your dreams. FAFSA is a form that you have to fill out in order to get financial assistance for your next big step. If you're a high school senior, you need to start working on your FAFSA application now for your next big step towards college or trade school. It's not too late. To learn more, download Grad App, an easy to navigate step-by-step mobile app with lots of information and resources.
Titans, just a reminder, do the right thing. Take pride of yourself and your school.
Just came to speak to you this morning about Drop 'em like it's hot. Let's not forget, teachers and staff members, to acknowledge our students who are doing the right things, who are making the right choices. You have choices of school-wide, going to lunch early as a freshman class, sophomore class. We have basketball Wednesdays, music in the courtyard, and any other ideas that you all might have. Students, please see me and let me know that what I can do to help you earn your drachms. And then I'd like to see you drop them like it's hot. Have a great day.
And here's the rest of the week at a glance.
Now over to some important senior information.
And here's a look at our Titan sports schedule.
There will be a volleyball meeting during lunch. Remember, grab your lunch first.
And now, over to the Titan clubs.
Four awesome faculty members have volunteered to be taped to the wall to fundraise money for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Today will be Ms. Hannon, Ms. Hernandez, and Ms. Johannes. Tomorrow will be Ms. Farrell. All you have to do is stop by the cafeteria and donate $1 to tape your favorite teacher to the wall.
And now over to a cheerleading video. Remember, Titans, yearbooks are on sale for $75. And with a $10 discount coupon, you could buy them for $65.
That's it for the school news today. Now over to the CNN Student News.
Have a great Thursday, Titan Nation.
You didn't feel it, you might not have known it was there, but an asteroid zipped by us yesterday. Well, that's relative. It was close by space standards, it wasn't in terms of miles. But since there's a 1 in 10,000 chance of this same asteroid coming back near us on March 4th, 2046, Chad Myers is going to help us get to know it. Chad.
Yeah, Carl, an asteroid yesterday flew between the Earth and the Moon, or at least the orbit of the Moon. It's about 250,000 miles between the Earth to the Moon, and this was slightly inside of it, 90% all the way from here to here, or 10% from here to here. So it was still about 217,000 miles away as it flew on by the Earth. Now let's think about the size of this, because here's a baseball diamond right here. Here's actually the Turner Field. And if you take a ball of a big rock and you put it right over the infield, that's how big this asteroid was, right over the infield of any baseball diamond. Now you take that, you fly that in between the Earth and the Moon, and you have something going for you. Now this is not one of the closer ones probably we'll have this year, but it certainly is 90% of the way between the Earth and the Moon, and it's called DX 110. 110 because it's actually the 110th asteroid that they have found so far this year. Think about this though, last year 21 asteroids flew closer to the Earth than this one, and the chance of this actually hitting the Earth was only 1 in about 10 million. Now it was probably more of a big deal to the asteroid that the Earth got so close. Because if you're standing on the asteroid and all of a sudden the Earth flies on by, you're thinking to yourself, wow, that was the size of an Earth, not the size of a baseball field. It had a lot more danger to the asteroid right there than to the Earth as it flew on by. Carl?
Big changes are coming to the SAT exam. Fewer students have been taking it, and the College Board, the group that administers the test, says it wants the SAT to be more connected to what's being taught in high school. Changes take effect in 2 years. The top score you can get, currently 2,400, it's going back to 1,600. Vocabulary words will be easier, essays will no longer be mandatory, and you won't need to know as much about as many subjects. Critics say it'll dumb down the test. It'll be more closely aligned with Common Core curriculum, which supporters applaud for setting national education standards, but critics say hurts students and goes against states' rights to set their own standards.
Time for the shout out. The word aurum is Latin for what element on the periodic table? If you think you know it, shout it out. Is it silver, aluminum, tungsten, or gold? You've got 3 seconds. Go. With atomic symbol Au and atomic number 79, gold comes from the Latin term aurum. That's your answer, and that's your shout out.
Yesterday, gold was trading on the stock market at over $1,300 an ounce. It doesn't tarnish or corrode. It's been used in jewelry for thousands of years. It's mentioned in the Bible, the Torah, the Quran, and it's been the one universally acceptable form of currency. People have hunted gold in mountains and seas, but recently it just turned up in someone's backyard.
It may be the greatest buried treasure ever found in the United States. Coin after coin, more than 1,400. All of them pure gold, found by some lucky couple on their California property. Estimated worth $10 million.
How did they find these coins?
They were out walking their dog on their property like they'd done for years, and they spied something metal and they went to investigate. They thought it was full of paint.
The couple wants to remain anonymous, but that hasn't stopped some people from trying to figure out who they are and how the riches wound up on their property. The latest theory is that it's part of an early 20th century heist at the San Francisco Mint. This newspaper article from 1901 makes reference to the sum of $30,000 in gold coin stolen from the vault of the cashier. The face value of the buried treasure was nearly the same amount. The thief, a man named Walter Dimmick, was eventually busted, but the gold was never found. Could this be the long-lost loot? And if it is, could it also spell bad news for those who found it? Yes, according to legal experts.
In a case where you can clearly identify the owner and clearly identify the crime, the finder's right to the treasure certainly diminishes.
But don't start feeling sorry for them. Apparently in this case, it really is finders keepers. The Mint says it doesn't have any information linking the coins to any thefts at any U.S. Mint facility. Perhaps the most likely scenario? It was just a guy hiding his money.
Back then, they didn't always trust the banks, you know.
The lucky couple is trusting these men to be their coin dealers. Filthy and covered with 120 years of dirt, they brought them back to their original luster.
You think your odds are better of winning the lottery or finding gold buried in your yard? Winning the lottery, no doubt about it.
The treasure unearthed, but the secret behind it remains buried. Dan Simon, CNN, San Francisco.